Word was, marrying a eunuch meant no kids. I said yes without hesitation. When the imperial decree came down, my dad literally passed out on the spot. My mom was bawling her eyes out, and my dear sister covered her mouth, hiding that smug little grin of hers. Meanwhile, I almost busted out laughing right then and there. Marrying the head eunuch, the guy who'd never have kids of his own? This was literally the best news of my life. No kids. God, you have no idea how terrified I was of having kids. When my mom had my little brother, she nearly died in labor. Those gut-wrenching screams still haunt my nightmares. Right then and there, I swore I would never have kids. Now I'm married to a eunuch. Problem solved at the source. I calmly took the imperial decree from the royal messenger, keeping my face as devastated as I could manage. Meanwhile, my dear sister Shen Qingqing was right there stirring the pot. Sis, what are you even gonna do with yourself now? Stuck with a useless man? Nobody to lean on for the rest of your life? Ha! Maybe worry about yourself first, sis. I heard Lord Wang is already 68 and lost all his teeth. You better take real good care of him once you move in. Shen Qingqing's face went beet red instantly. I couldn't be bothered. Grabbed my decree and headed straight back to my room. The second that door shut, I lost it. I spun around 3 times, hugging that decree. Yes! I'm about to be the wife of the most powerful man in the empire. Power, status, and zero pressure to have kids. The wedding was set fast, just 3 days away. The whole Shen estate was doom and gloom, except my courtyard, which was totally chill. I ate, I drank, I even put on a couple pounds. On the wedding day, my mom hugged me and cried so hard she nearly fainted. My dad had this dark look on his face, like I was heading to a funeral, not a wedding. Shen Qingqing stood at the back of the crowd. That venomous glare of hers could have burned a hole right through my sedan chair. I sat back comfortably inside, even peeked out the curtain to take a look around. The procession was long and seriously impressive. The sedan carried me all the way into 9,000 years estate. The place was massive, way bigger than the Shen family home. Pavilions, towers, carved beams, painted rafters. The wedding matron helped me step over the fire basin and bow to heaven and earth. The whole time, my groom Pei Xuan never showed. A live rooster stood in for him at the altar. The guests were whispering all around, looking at me with a mix of pity and disgust. I didn't see any of it. As long as I don't have to have kids, I'd bow to a rooster, a dog, whatever. After the ceremony, I was escorted to the bridal chamber. The matron said a few blessings and left, and just like that, I was alone. Red candles burned bright, bathing the whole room in a warm crimson glow. I was kinda hungry. I flipped off my veil and walked straight to the table. It was loaded with snacks and fruit. I grabbed an osmanthus cake and popped it right in my mouth. So good. Just as I was going to town on the snacks, the door creaked open. I still had half a cake in my mouth when I spun around. A man in a deep red wedding robe stood in the doorway, backlit. Tall, broad-shouldered, long legs. The wedding robe on him wasn't festive at all. It just radiated this dark, heavy pressure. He stepped in slowly and the candlelight lit up his face. It was a strikingly handsome face. Sharp brows, narrow phoenix eyes, a high nose bridge, lips pressed tight. But his skin was way too pale, like he never saw sunlight. This was Pei Xuan, the notorious cold-blooded 9,000 years. Gotta say though, not bad looking. He walked up to me, eyes landing on my puffed-out cheeks. I instinctively chewed twice and swallowed. Super awkward. He smelled strongly of blood, mixed with the sharp, cool scent of ambergris. Together they made for this eerie, dangerous aura. I could tell he just killed someone. My heart dropped. I shot up to my feet, forcing out the most obedient smile I could. My lord? Pei Xuan said nothing. Those unfathomably deep phoenix eyes just stared at me in silence, like he was trying to see right through me. His gaze gave me the creeps. Please tell me this guy isn't into messing with his new wife. Okay, I was starting to panic. Sure, no kids. But getting beat on every day isn't exactly a win either. Just as my mind was spiraling, he finally moved. He reached his hand toward my face. I froze, couldn't move. Eyes squeezed shut. The pain never came. An ice-cold finger gently brushed the corner of my mouth. I opened my eyes and met his searching gaze. He pulled his hand back, a tiny bit of white cake crumb on his fingertip. He slowly brought that little crumb to his own lips. Then he spoke. His voice was deeper than I expected, with a hint of rasp.